Wake y'all asses up. It is Monday and Elon Musk is in the hot seat.
To say that the reason, the reason for the checks is that it's really just to get attention. It's like we need to get attention, and it's somewhat inevitably when I do these things, the sort of it causes the legacy media to kind of lose their minds.
Meanwhile, Elon Musk has pumped more than $20 million into a Wisconsin election, going so far as to hand out million-dollar checks to 2 voters yesterday. It made the race to fill a seat on the state Supreme Court the most expensive judicial election in American history.
Wisconsin was a state that President Trump flipped back in November. It is considered a battleground state. But the Supreme Court is likely to consider several hot-button issues in the coming years, Vlad. Abortion rights, the ability of labor unions to organize state workers, and perhaps most critically, going into next year, congressional redistricting. His critics say Musk is getting involved for self-interest, though, Vlad. He is suing over its law forcing. Wisconsin has a law forcing automakers like Tesla to use franchise auto dealers to sell vehicles. Tesla sells vehicles directly to customers, and the issue may one day end up before, you guessed it, Vlad, the Wisconsin State Supreme Court.
And there we have it. That's what this is all about. He is buying his way into Wisconsin because Wisconsin forced you to sell cars through franchises, and we all know, we've seen the Tesla dealerships. He don't do that. He sells directly. He builds his own shops and his own stores up, and he sells them directly to the customer, which is not a bad thing, by the way. Let's get that straight. However, putting $20 million up for your agenda and having say-so, buying a judge is what he's initially doing. Buying people votes for a judge to make sure his agenda is met, that's wrong. Not only is it morally wrong, it should be illegal. Speaking of illegal, one of the 2 people that was in that video holding checks of the $1 million that he gave out actually made a video. And what she described versus getting the payment and why she did it, it's pretty much illegal.
My name's Ekaterina Diesler. I'm from Green Bay, Wisconsin. I did exactly what Elon Musk told everyone to do. Sign a petition, refer friends and family, vote, and now I have $1 million.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like you're buying a vote. Highly sounds like that's illegal. And that is why the Attorney General in Wisconsin filed a petition to stop payment.
Trump advisor Elon Musk is heading to Wisconsin this weekend with $2 million in cash. This afternoon, though, his visit is facing legal challenges. It comes ahead of a hotly contested Supreme Court election on Tuesday. Musk first said that he was going to give $1 million to 2 voters who already cast their ballots. Musk later said the money would go to the people who signed a petition against activist judges. Late this afternoon, the Wisconsin Attorney General sued Musk, trying to stop the event from happening.
But just like clockwork, he was able to buy in. The judge did not stop this from happening, did not stop payment, and he was able to pay these people. See, Elon Musk's way of getting around this is going to be they had already voted. But if you're telling people that they have a chance of winning $1 million, if you go vote for this person and sign this petition and sign all these forms, they're going to go do it. So what he's really doing is trying to beat the system. Oh, they voted first, and then they signed all this stuff, and then I gave them the $1 million, which makes it legal because I didn't buy their vote. But if someone already know you're doing a giveaway based off the things you do, they're going to do it. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it's not illegal. Let me know in the comments. Am I tripping? I think it is highly illegal. In other news, on the Democratic side, a Democratic mayor in New Jersey was arrested for DUI, and she had her child with her.
I said our cameras are on.
Okay.
You all right?
Yeah.
Okay. We're just getting reports that you were swerving all over the road. You with that?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You all right?
Yes.
Hi.
What's that, honey?
Are you okay?
Yes, I am. I'm in the house, buddy.
You all right?
Yes, I am.
I'm struggling to stand a little bit.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
All right.
Thank you.
Sure. Have you had anything to drink or anything like that?
No, I'm good.
Now, we all know Fox News couldn't wait to finally throw a Democrat under the bus for doing something illegal. Especially with all the allegations that's been happening on the Republican side lately, all the SA and child stuff, and they couldn't wait. I didn't see the same energy. I'm not seeing the same energy with Fox News with all these Republican allegations that has happened in the last few months. That's all I'm saying. But this is based out of Lumberton, New Jersey, Mayor Gina LaPlanca, and I'm telling you, she should not be in office. They've already called for her resignation. All right, I can't even talk today. I don't know. Once I get excited, I can't talk about this stuff. But they've already called for her resignation, man. And they should. She had a child with her. I don't care what side of the fence you're on, left or right. If you are driving drunk, you're putting people at risk of losing their life. You're putting yourself at risk of losing your life. But to have your child and driving them around while you're drunk is a whole nother level of, I don't care what happens to you. Make sure the child is safe. And if that means that child has to come out of that home until you get your alcoholism under control, so be it. I don't care if you're a Democrat or Republican. Take them out the home unless the father is involved. Hopefully the father, we don't know. But right is right and wrong is wrong, and we cannot keep playing the fence of making excuses for someone just based off of the side of politics that they're on. So if you're still here with me, let me know what you think in the comments about Elon Musk. Do you think it was illegal or not? Let me know what you think about Mayor. Should she resign? If you're still here with me, hit that like, subscribe button. I'll see you next video. You cannot make this up, people.
Isn't it shocking how much violence and hatred is coming from the left? I mean, isn't it supposed to be the party that they claim to be the party of empathy? And yet they're burning Teslas and shooting up dealerships and calling for the death of the president and me. I'm like, guys, you know, this is insane. Like, they're gone psycho. I mean, it's really, like, I totally understand if somebody doesn't want to buy a product. Yeah, it's up to you. It's a free country, you know, but you don't have to burn it down. Okay? But much. That's somebody else's car. Leave it alone. Isn't it?
Is this man seriously asking for empathy? The same man that said empathy was weak? The same man that's firing people left and right without any empathy? This is a man who is simply trying to buy an election. He's in Wisconsin holding a town hall meeting as if he is an elected official or as if he's running for office. And in this very same town hall meeting where he was begging for empathy, he gave away $2 million. He is buying his political beliefs. This has everything to do with the Wisconsin Supreme Court election. People, if you do not see an issue with the richest man in the world working for the government, who is also making money off the government and now buying his way into elections for the Supreme Court, you are either blind or you don't want to see it. Nard News Now, facts, details, opinionated. With her child in car, a New Jersey mayor has been arrested for DUI, and police body cam footage has already been released.
You all right?
Yeah.
Okay. We're just getting reports that you're swerving all over the road. You okay?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You all right?
Yes.
Hi. Are you okay?
Yes, I am. Over the house, buddy.
You all right?
Yes, I am.
I'm struggling to stand a little bit.
Okay, thank you.
You okay?
Yes, I am. Thank
Sure.
you.
Yeah, anything to drink right now?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, she definitely had a few. I don't care if you're the left or the right. This is wrong. Trump says he's angry and pissed off at Putin over negotiations with Ukraine.
Let me ask you, I had a conversation with President Trump just this morning, Senator, and I want to ask you about some of what we discussed. He told me he is, quote, angry and pissed off at Russian President Putin for disparaging Ukrainian President Zelensky, saying that's moving in the wrong direction. President Trump saying he feels peace talks are moving in the wrong direction. He's threatening the possibility of secondary tariffs on Russian oil if he feels as though things aren't getting back on track. Would you support tariffs of 25 to 50% on Russian oil?
Absolutely. President Trump has been very...
Of course you would. Donald Trump also stated in that interview, if Russia and I are unable to make a deal on stopping the bloodshed in Ukraine, and if I think it was Russia's fault, which it might not be, but if it is, I am going to put secondary tariffs on oil, on all oil coming out of Russia. On Sunday, Trump also threatened Iran with bombs and secondary tariffs if Tehran and Washington cannot come to an agreement regarding this nuclear program. And Iran has already responded.
Iran's supreme leader issuing a new warning to the United States after President Trump threatened to bomb Tehran. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei warning that America will receive a strong blow if it acts on President Trump's threat over negotiations on a new nuclear deal.
Some big comments coming from President Donald Trump, who says that if Iran does not make a deal to rein in its nuclear program, the United States may resort to bombing the country. Trump putting it bluntly, quote, if they don't make a deal, there will be bombing, and it will be bombing the likes of which they have never seen before. But Iran's own president says the country has no plans to directly negotiate with the United States, writing, quote, we don't avoid talks. It's a breach of promises that has been caused issues for us so far. They must prove that they can build trust. But President Trump made it clear over the weekend he will not back down.
Very bad things are going to happen to Iran.
I would prefer a deal to the other alternative, which I think everybody on this plane knows what that is. And that's not going to be pretty.
Iran stated that they would no longer have direct negotiations with the U.S. Yeah, so much for the no war having great deal maker president that we have. That's what you missed this weekend.